It's an opportunity to be you when you can't be you anywhere else. So that's what home ownership means to me.
Home is an environment and a place, in my case, to raise a family.
My family knows that this is our center place where we can all gather and meet together.
It's a place where both my daughter and I can put down roots.
Well, home means where your roots are, where your family, where your friends, where your support system is.
So it's a sense of security, it's a sense of inspiration, it provides an infrastructure for a family.
This is where ultimately life, my life revolves around. It's kind of one of the centers of my life.
The importance of home is clear. But for some, safe, decent, affordable housing opportunities are simply out of reach. Consider Indianapolis in the late 1980s.
There was housing blight, there was boarded up homes.
The housing environment in Indianapolis, especially working downtown, was much different than it is today.
I remember the Fall Creek Place area, very high crime rate area. Not much other than to pass through that as quickly as you could get.
But then, in 1987, things started to change. Mayor William Hudnut appointed a housing strategy task force. The specific charge to the task force was to develop a plan to address the housing needs of low and moderate income residents living in substandard housing within Marion County.
It was a very, very diverse task force. It was led by a fellow named Tom Binford. Educators were on the task force, the clergy, we had government people on there as well, and we had business leaders on the task force. We identified a need to have a primary organization that focuses on housing 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The primary thing that, in my view, that came out of the task force was the Indianapolis Neighborhood Housing Partnership. And out of that task force, this organization was formed. And so this is really the legacy of that task force. And it's been the task force in action for 20 years.
The community responded by supporting the incorporation of the Indianapolis Neighborhood Housing Partnership on June 10, 1988.
And as we created the mortgage program and got it running, it became clear immediately that the problem wasn't so much the mortgage financing and the rates as it was getting people ready. And that led us to create a counseling program, home ownership training program.
Within its first decade, INHP made tremendous strides towards the goal of safe, decent, affordable housing. And in the second decade, the impact was even greater.
We really homed in on the counseling part of it in terms of preparing people to be good homeowners.
And just look at the changes in the neighborhoods.
When you have a homeowner, you have a permanent stakeholder that's invested in that neighborhood and community and are likely to be there for years, if not decades. And that's really what builds neighborhoods.
Since the beginning of the lending program, the map of INHP homeowner families has changed dramatically.
INHP made it very easy. They told me everything I needed to do, it was up to me to do it.
Got my rent paid up for 2 years and bills paid on time for 2 years and debt reduction.
I had a lady from INHP who went well and over what she needed to do for me. Love my house. Absolutely love it.
Went through step by step and just started knocking bills down, knocking bills down, knocking bills down. And then we finally got to the point where we knocked that last one down.
You know, I can do what I want to do and not have to make sure it's all right with the landlord.
Step by step, we just worked it on down and just try to stay focused. I really didn't realize that the house was mine until I took that key to open up that front door and walked in. You know, then it's like, oh man, this is my house. We got there. We got there.
Continually trying to adapt our programs and our services to the current needs of the community, but without losing a focus on housing.
The challenges are constant and they're constantly changing, and really just to continue to strategize about how the Indianapolis Coalition for Neighborhood Development and how INHP can work really closely together to just continue to build stronger neighborhoods within the core city of Indianapolis.
Congratulations, INHP, on 20 years of service to Indianapolis and for becoming such an important part of the economic and civic infrastructure of this city. Happy birthday.
INHP, congratulations for serving Indianapolis and Marion County for 20 years, making quite a difference in the community.
Congratulations to Morrill Carlstead, the staff, and the current and past board members in working hard to bring successful, safe, decent, and affordable housing opportunities to the Indianapolis community. Keep up the good work.
Congratulations to INHP on 20 years of outstanding service to our community.
Congratulations to all the staff and leadership, board members of INHP. Done a wonderful job and left a lasting legacy on the community.
Congratulations to INHP on 20 years of leadership in providing housing opportunities to low and moderate income citizens in Indianapolis.